All right, so today's Tuesday. We're going to be doing adjacent angles. Yesterday we did vertical angles. And your homework is just the back of the worksheet. All right. Who can remind us from yesterday, what are vertical angles? Excuse me? Confusing angles. Oh, just wait until today. Yes. Up and down. Okay. If one's on the top, the vertical angle would be on the bottom. And side to sides. Those are vertical. What's the most important thing, in my opinion, what's the most important thing about vertical angles? What's so special about vertical angles?
They will go up and down. And side to side.
That's okay. I don't think that's special, in my opinion. What do you think makes them super duper special?
They're vertical.
But what's special about the fact that they are vertical?
They're at 80 degrees.
They're, in my opinion, not always. They're, yes, they have the same number. What's another word for it? They have the same number? Yes.
Share a vertex.
That's cool too, I guess. But the fact that they share the same number, meaning that they are the same, what's the math word? Equal. That they're equal. I think, in my opinion, that makes them super special, that they're equal. Now, does anybody remember the fancy word for equal? Congruent. Very good. Super fancy. Look at you guys. All right. So, today, adjacent angles. Can you see or not? You can't? Okay. Let me zoom it out. Adjacent angles. Adjacent. Now, before we get into adjacent angles, I want to do a little review with you. Need a pencil for this. Go ahead and draw me a horizontal line with your pencil. And then a line that goes through it. Just like so. And where did we leave off on the alphabet yesterday? O, P. P. What comes after P? Q, R, S, T. All right. Will we hit Z by the end of the day? End of the period. Okay. Before we go into adjacent, I want to review with you. And I forgot to do this yesterday, but I remembered this morning. I'm like, oh my God, the color pencils. Ugh. Okay. At your table, there's 2 color pencils. There's 2 color pencils, right? Okay. You're going to share that 1 color pencil with your neighbor. And then you're going to switch. Hence, you only need 2 per table. Okay, start off with 1 color pencil. Cool. Okay. Here's Q. I'm going to color it the color that's in my hand. Q. So, pencil. Vertical angles. What are vertical angles? What is angle Q equal to? What angle is angle Q equal to? S. So Rudy, I'm going to take my same color pencil that I have that's on your table, and I'm going to color it the same color. So the blue angles here, in my case it's blue, in your case is one of the colors. Those 2 are actually equal to each other. So angle Q is equal to angle S. They're both congruent or equal. They're equal. All right, are we done with that? Okay, now switch colors with your neighbor, and it should be a totally different color. Totally different. I made it a point to give you different colors. All right, now I'm going to color the other angle, the other color. Angle R. What is angle R vertical to?
T.
T. And they're equal. So yesterday, this is what we learned. We learned that they're vertical angles and that they're equal to each other. If we have vertical angles, they are equal to each other. Vertical angles are equal to each other. Yay us, yay us. Vertical angles are equal to each other. All right, quick, give me an easy number. What does Q equal to? What do you get? Does Q look like it equals 1? No. No. What do you?
85.
What is it?
85.
Do you agree that Q equals 85? What would you name Q? A Q, obtuse, right, or straight? Q. Obtuse.
Oh, it's 180.
120. I like it. It is past 90. That's why some of your answers I didn't love. But you know what? I do love 120. So let's do 120. So if Q is 120, what do you know immediately?
S is 120.
S is 120. Good. Because they are congruent. They're equal. You don't have to do any math. Now comes the hard part. Are you ready for the hard part? She's being distracted by your iPad. Oh no, that's terrible. Must we close it? All right, what's R or T? What's R or T? How do you know? You're right. How do you know? How do you know?
Because I minus 120.
Uh-huh.
Minus 180.
So, we know, I have my sticky from yesterday. This is supplementary, right? So supplementary equals 180. So I know this is 120. I subtract, I'm left with 60 degrees. So what is R equal to? 60 degrees. All right, that's what we did yesterday. Little review of yesterday. Okay, now let's jump into adjacent. Adjacent. Oops. Give me 1 second. Jacob. Adjacent angles. Now, outside of math, if you were to hear the word adjacent outside of math, not in math class, what does the word in English adjacent mean? Any guesses? Adjacent. Adjacent. Not Jason. Adjacent. Outside of math. Not in the real world. If I go to a random stranger and I say, hey, what's the definition of adjacent? They would say? Adjacent? Okay, let me give you a clue. No. Was it an adjective? I am adjacent to Jesus. My classroom is adjacent to the little kids' playground. I am adjacent to this board. I'm adjacent to the to this cell phone. Ooh. Adjacent. Next to. Okay. Adjacent is next to. So on adjacent, now the cell phone is adjacent to the file cabinet. See that? Now the cell phone is adjacent to the mug. See? Adjacent. Are we ever going to forget the word adjacent? No. No, always remember, Miss Amelia. Adjacent. Adjacent. Okay. Next to. Adjacent. So, in math, adjacent angles means next to. Next to. All right. So, Q, R, S, T. What's after? U, R, S, T, U, V, W, X.
There's only 2 more though.
Oh my God. Actually, I'm going to use that in a second. I'm just going to use 2 more. Okay, adjacent. What are adjacent angles? Adjacent angles are special too. Adjacent angles are, number 1, ready? Next to. Next to each other. So they're not opposite, they're actually next to. Okay, with their pencils. Okay, they share a, oh, this is number 2. They share a ray. What's a Okay, ray. I've never used the word ray before in this class. Ray is a fancy word for line. Ray is a fancy word for a line. So in elementary school, we called it a line. In geometry high school, 7th grade, we call it a ray. We're just trying to be special. You know, math people are very special. Okay. The last thing they do is they share a vertex. Who can remind us what a vertex is? We learned this yesterday. What is a vertex?
Vertical.
No.
Oh, when they meet.
Yes, where they meet. So, for example, this, Brianna, is a ray. You see, it's a line, right? So now we call it a ray. And here's another line or array. Where's my vertex at? Right there, where they meet. So where these two lines, where these two rays meet, that is called a vertex. All right. So, did I use the word congruent? No. So the number one difference between Aaron, the number one difference between vertical and adjacent. The number one thing the difference between vertical and adjacent is that they're not equal. These are not equal. Not equal. All right. Here we go. Ready. You are going to trace you. Okay. Here's you. What angle is adjacent next to you?
V and X.
So there's more than one right answer. I'm going to go with the first thing you said. V. Here's V. Okay. So I'm going to write that down with my pencil. Angle U is adjacent to angle V. What is the issue? Angle U is adjacent to angle V. Why? Do they share a line? Do they share a ray? Yes. Did you color over a different one?
Yes.
Yes, you did, right? You should have at least. Did my colors overlap?
Yeah, no.
Right here. Did they overlap?
Yeah, just a little.
Yes. So right here, do you see how your two colors are blending?
Yeah.
So in vertical angle, this does not happen. Your two colors do not blend. Here, my two colors are blending. That means that they are next to. That's a good sign. Do they share a vertex?
Yes.
Yes. Where is my vertex? Right there. That is my vertex. So, did they share a line? Yes. Did they share a vertex? Yes. So, angle U is adjacent to angle V. Is that it? No. What about X? Are X and U sharing a line? Did my colors overlap? Yes, they overlapped here. They shared this line. In order to create X and U, I had to trace over this same line. For example, here, you see I can do this. Woo, right? Are they going and are we using the same line? Yeah, it's a very pretty line I just created. So I'm going to write that down. Angle U is adjacent to angle V and angle X. So angle U is adjacent to, we're not writing this down. We're preoccupied. Let's write this down. Angle U is adjacent to angle V and angle X. So it's not just only V, it's also X. Okay? Ready? I ran out of room, and I want to use it like another example. How many more letters do we have? X, Y, Z?
No, it's just Y.
Beautiful. That's what I want. Y and Z. Y and Z. What's so special about these two angles, Y and Z?
The last they're next to each other.
They're next to each other. What else?
There's only two.
There's only two. What else? They're what? They're not vertical.
They're the last numbers, letters of the alphabet.
Cool. Cool.
It's only two.
It's a straight line. These two create a straight line. What do we call it when they create a straight line? Supplementary. Very good. Muy bueno. Okay. Are these adjacent?
Yes.
Let's check. Let's highlight Y. Let's trace Y. So here's angle Y. Let's trace Z. Is my green gonna go over the orange? See here how I highlighted the same line? So if I highlighted the same line, that means they are next to each other and they do share a vertex, which is right there. So I can write a statement, angle Y is adjacent to angle Z. Angle Y is adjacent to angle Z. And what else is special about them? They're together. And what else? They are, and they are, it starts with an S. Supplementary. And they're supplement. They're like super special. Have you guys ever seen a test, math test, SBAC, math test, whatever? And they have, they have like these little boxes on the side, and they say, hey, check all that apply, that are all true. And then they'll go like, this is a complementary, this is vertical, this is adjacent, or this is supplementary. And they'll give you this picture, and you have to check what is true. So what would be true about this picture that we have here?
Supplementary.
So you would put a check mark next to these, right? So you could possibly get this on the map or the SBAC. It's like, okay, looking at this, what is true? And they love to do this with angles because angles are special. They're not just one thing. They could be multiple things. Complementary. What does complementary look like? No, how? What do they look like? What does complementary look like?
With numbers and X's.
But what does it look like? What's so special about? Yes, that's what I was looking for. Complementary is 90 degrees. All right. Uno más. One more. Draw me a straight angle. Straight angle. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
That's a lot.
We ran out of letters. Now what?
Start again.
Numbers? All right, I like it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. All right. What is angle 1 is adjacent to angle 1 is adjacent to dot 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 2. Angle 2. Do you agree with Dominic? I don't agree. Raul says 3. Do we agree with 3? 1 is angle 1 adjacent to. There's only one right answer.
It's 2.
So if I were to quickly. Highlight A with the color pencil. Okay, cool. Let me do 3 because Raul said 3. Are my pink and my green on top of each other?
No.
Am I tracing the same line with the same color or a different color? No, I'm not. Do they share a vertex? Yeah, they do. They share that. But do these two actually share a line? No. Now let me trace 2. Did 2 share a line with 1? Yeah, they share right here. That's what they share. Like I would be tracing that same line again. So angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Are we okay?
Yep.
All right, let's see. I'm going to give you hopefully one of the easiest worksheets. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Show notes it. Enough to not. Get me those colored pencils. They might be helpful. They might not be. Okay. Okay, number 1. Directions. State whether the indicated angles are adjacent or not. So, if I trace angle A, so this is angle A right there. So I'm going to trace what makes angle A. There, I just traced angle A. And I take my different color, and I'm going to trace B. This is B. Did I overlap? Did the pink go on top of the orange? Yes. So if it's a yes, we're going to practice spelling adjacent. Number 1 is an example of adjacent because I'm overlapping. All right, let's get to work. Let's see. Set timer for 2 minutes. Let's see how much we get done in 2. So trace them. If you overlap them, we're good. It's adjacent.
What if it's not?
Then we say not.
It's not.
So if you color the same line, adjacent, and of course you have to share a vertex. So adjacent or not. Believe it or not, this is not. You colored, Kalani, the same line or not? Yes or no? Okay, now color B. How do you color B? Cool. Did you color the same line? Did the red or orange go on top of the brown? No. You right not. Because it's adjacent or not.
This is bright.
Right?
This is bright.
Oh, right. I thought you said right.
Good.
Although I might have made a mistake, but
Oh, me?
me, like checking. Can we all finish? in about 3 seconds?
Where's my bathroom?
There's one mistake.
Is the bath the same?
Which one is wrong? Come on, are they next to each other?
Oh, one.
Yeah.
Can
Are these two angles next to each other or not? Yes or no? Correct. You're right. So we write not. Yeah. Are these next to each other or not? Nope. You're right. You're right not. Agree. A lot of your work that you didn't have to do.
made me work, but can't do it.
Did we all finish? Give me 30 more seconds. Set timer for 25 seconds.
25 seconds starting now.
3 seconds. Go fast. You move your pencil. Oh boy. Oh wait, it's not, right? Yeah, sorry. My eyes saw something else. Alright, ready? Alright, I'm gonna randomly call Jacob. Number 2, yes or no?
No.
Okay. Number 3, Joanna, yes or no?
No.
Good. Abigail, number 4, yes or no? Yes. I'm gonna write yes because it's just faster. Number 5, Jesusi, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, good. Number 6. Armando, number 6.
No.
Yeah. But there's a lot of kids that say yes, so let me just show it to you. B is this one, right? That's B. And this is A. And I had a student in period 1 go, Miss O'Malley, aren't they overlapping right there? And I'm like, yes, they are. But what's wrong? What makes these not adjacent?
The middle.
Same what?
They don't share the same vertex.
Very good. Good use of vocabulary. They don't share the vertex. The vertex of B is there and the vertex of A is there. So good job if you got that one right. Good job. All right. Carmen, number 7, yes or no?
No.
No. And Sienna, number 8, yes or no?
Yeah.
Perfect. Star yourself if you got them all right. Fix it if you got them wrong. All right, the back before you turn it in. It's actually really easy. I think it's easier than yesterday's. Identify 2 pairs of adjacent angles in each figure. So you're going to make 2 pairs. So number 1, can you name 1 pair of adjacent angles?
1, 2.
So angle 1 and angle 2. What's another pair?
Angle 2 and angle 3.
So 1 with 2, right? They both share this line. And then 3 with 2, right? 1 and 3 don't touch. So you're going to name 2 pairs that are adjacent. Each one has 2. They might be more than 2. Sure. Is it not good? Here. I have 5,000. Is that color okay?
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2.
Quick.
5 minutes starting now.
Especially 5 and 6, they have a bunch of answers. 5 and 6 has a bunch of answers.